the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I
hit that like button on your way in the building. You can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. You really can't make this stuff up. Thank y'all for tuning in to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Y'all hit that like button on your way in the building. Let your friends and family members know about the channel. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to TD Fans Talk right now. Let's get into it. Breaking news. The Tua Tagovailoa misses practice today for a golf tournament. Those are all facts. Those are all facts. Now, I'm going to tell y'all the context around this, and I'm going to tell y'all why we always losing. I'm going to tell y'all exactly why we always losing. I'm going to tell you why we always stuck in purgatory and our fan base always crying for no reason. I'm going to tell you exactly why. See, Tua missing for a golf tournament ain't even the big story in all of this. Tua missing a golf tournament is not even the biggest part of this story. I mean, missing practice for a golf tournament, that ain't even the biggest part of this story. The biggest part of this story is the media and everybody already playing damage control on Twitter and everywhere else. It's sickening. It's sickening to me. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. People trying to justify why this ain't no big deal. Why? Because Mike McDaniel self said so? Because Mike McDaniel says it's not? This why we be in the position we be in. This exactly why. Mike McDaniel confirms Tua will not be at practice today, and it's not a big deal. So it's okay. It's okay because Mike McDaniel says it's not a big deal because they got a culture of softness in the building. As we've been saying for the last several years, this soft culture. See, this is what I be talking about. As a head coach, first of all, let's get something straight. Tua can do whatever he want right now. This is voluntary. Let's get that straight. But as a head coach, you're not supposed to express that you okay, that it's all good. You want all your players there participating, getting the work in, no matter what. Especially your quarterback, who ain't A1. Especially your quarterback. And to find out it's for a golf tournament, well, it's a charity. I don't care what it is. You already know the stigma behind him in golf and his work ethic. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Oh, everybody gonna blow this out of proportion. If you ain't, this is why we always lose it. Because of this kind of culture right here. This is why we're always losing, because this kind of culture right here. It's crazy to me. And the crazy thing to me, like real talk, let this be a story. Let this be a story for Herbert right now. Let this be a story for Lamar Jackson or Deshaun Watson right now. Oh, they be going crazy. But it's Tua, so we have to make light of this. Mike McDaniel said it's okay. You know, and it's not a big deal. This was already pre-arranged. It was already already put in for. You'd have been better off not even saying a thing. You'd have been better off not saying nothing. But to basically tell everybody that this is all good, it ain't a big deal, man, you got to stop this mess. This is why we have the losing culture that we have. Because we don't have a quarterback who puts football first. He has a right to not put football first, but as a fan, I would love to have a quarterback who puts football first. Doug in the building said Jalen Hurts is there as well. No one is making a big deal about that. Well, that's Jalen Hurts. If I was a Philadelphia Eagle fan, I would be saying right now, this is why we not winning the Super Bowl. This is why we not winning the Super Bowl. I'm a Dolphin fan. I'm only worried about Tua. But when it comes to Jalen Hurts being there, this is what I'm talking about. And if Philly fans don't care about it, that's their business. That's their business. If I'm a Philly fan, I got a problem with it. Because Jalen Hurts, you ain't look like the hot stuff last year that we assumed you was early on. You didn't look like the greatest thing either. You need to be in the camp every day getting rapport with your team. If I'm a Philly fan. But I'm a Dolphins fan, and this is an issue for me. This is I don't care that it's Nick Saban's charity golf event. Man, you got your whole team at camp right now without their quarterback because of a charity golf event. That if it was that serious, you should have had Nick Saban schedule around your off day. And if you couldn't make it, you need to be with your team putting that work in. Last I checked, you ain't even win a playoff game. Last I checked, Jalen Hurts ain't win no Super Bowl. At least he won a playoff game. And this is what I be talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all don't, a lot of y'all don't see it as a big deal. But when he collapsed in December, see, we can't attribute that to the decisions that are made. We can't contribute it to stuff like this. We wouldn't dare do that. But when he collapsed in December, we'll say, well, ain't no amount of extra work he could have done that would have made him better. That's what you believe. That's what I'm assuming you, anybody who feel that way, that's what I'm assuming you believe. Ain't no amount of work more than what he already put in would have made him better. That's what I'm assuming some of y'all believe. So y'all tell me, do y'all believe that? Do you believe that ain't no more extra amount of work that he put in because he already worked hard would have made him better in December the last 2 years? Y'all let me know. You let me know. Because real dog quarterbacks, they take it every second they possibly can to get it done. Now, hey, I'll be fair with you. It ain't many of them. It ain't many of them. Y'all always do this. Bro, it's voluntary. Bro, it's OTAs. Bro, it's collapsing in the last 5-6 games of the season every year. And which is more important to you? Like, y'all do this every single time, bro. But, man, you're making more than are we making more than the collapses every year? It's just crazy to me. Just saw Tom Brady yesterday talking to the rookies. I treated practice like the game. I treated practice like Super Bowls. He ain't missing no Super Bowl. He ain't missing no Super Bowl. And all I see is damage control. Oh, it's not a big deal. This was already prearranged. McDaniel said it's no big deal. And see, oh my gosh. Because McDaniel said it ain't a big deal. It's not a big deal. See, some of y'all believe that Tua being at practice today is not going to make him any better. It's okay for him to miss a day. Missing one day of practice ain't going to make the difference. See, some of y'all had that philosophy. Tell me I'm wrong. Yes or no in the chat. Missing today's practice isn't going to make Tua better or worse. Yes or no in the chat. Do you believe that? Missing, I want to know. Missing today's practice is not going to make Tua better nor worse. Put it in the chat. Yes or no? Please give me some yeses or nos. Is missing today's practice going to make Tua better or worse? Yes or no? Please give me your yeses and nos. And anybody who said no, it's not going to make him better or worse, I want you to think about it. Anybody who's saying yes, it's not going to make him better or worse, I want you to think about it. And this is the fundamental thought process that people have. Like, they want their cake and eat it too. They want their cake and eat it too. They don't think this is going to make any difference on Tua. Every rep you possibly can get with your teammates makes a difference. It's just one day. This is why we lose the way we do. This is exactly why. And it's not just Tua. It's our culture. It's the Miami Dolphins culture. It's our culture. It's this team's culture. And you don't think I already know what people going to be saying to me on Twitter and in the comment section? Here come this guy, hate Tua so much. He like leave the man alone. He can't live his life. It's violent. I already know you're just a hater, blah, blah, blah. That's what's wrong with us. That's why we always lose it. Exactly, Brandon. Somebody bring up Iverson. He ain't playing like Iverson. Iverson didn't collapse in the last 6 games of the season. Iverson got bounced out of the playoffs, putting up 40 and 50 every night. There was no question when it came to Allen Iverson that what was around him is why they couldn't get over the hump. But we got a quarterback who contributes to why we can't get over the hump. And this is okay. It's okay. You know, it was prearranged. It's a charity. Go play golf, Tua. It's all good. Long as you're in training camp. Oh. And I sat there, man. I ain't gonna lie. I sat there and I saw this report and I said, they trolling. I said, they trolling. Because they said yesterday, it'll be so funny if Tua don't show up tomorrow. And I was like, and when I saw this report, I said, they trolling. They trolling. Oh, they really trolling. They said to go play in a golf tournament for Nick Saban. Boy, they ain't finna get me with this one. Then I saw another person, another right. I'm like, then I saw McDaniel quote. And I really sat there and I said, it's one day of practice. It's heck no. Like, what? Like, you can't make this stuff up. This is so out of bounds, no matter how you want to slice it. I know people want to try to slice it and make it look okay. He'll be there tomorrow. Life goes on. Yes, it does. But this is what we're talking about. This mentality, this level of just total disregard. You got other guys there busting their behind and you in a golf tournament. No. Cancel everything when the season starts. It's 1,000% in on you, your teammates, the team's overall success, putting that work in, everything else, distractions, fun, all that goes out the window. Let's go grind. But we don't have that. We don't have that conviction. Our head coach don't got that conviction. Only when it's convenient. When it doesn't, make a player look bad. We don't have that conviction. It baffles me. And once again, he can do whatever he wants, but as a leader, your teammates are seeing your teammates out there busting their behind, and they like, our quarterback at a golf tournament. Yeah, we got a roster that ain't going to make a big deal of it in the locker room, but everybody, real athletes, real dogs in the back of their head, our quarterback at a golf tournament. Our quarterback is at a golf tournament, and we in here putting in work. It ain't a big deal. He is the quarterback. He get to do what he want. Tell him, Doug, I can't wait. I can't wait. Doug said, if you're not excited for the Miami Dolphins roundtable on Friday, this is going to be a great conversation. Friday night, baby. Me, CB83, and Doug, we going to be live. You know this going to be a hot topic. I'm sorry. This one really bothers me. Billy Batson said, positive spin this, TD. Positive spin it. Let me try to intentionally positively spin it. What can I say to positively spin it? Because I'm very talented. I can make things positive, negative. I can sell it all. Let's see. All right. Let me see how good I am to positively spin this. Okay. Listen, y'all. This is not a big deal at all. The truth of the matter is you actually should be excited that Tua's taking this break. Y'all don't realize the toll of this contract situation is actually taking on him. Okay. I know they say this has nothing to do with his contract, but I know that he's stressed. He's given his heart, soul, and tears for our organization. He's bust his behind. He done been concussed and everything. They done put this man out there in harm's way, and now they turn their back on him and playing around with his money. That's stressful. Sometimes you need to go play golf to get the steam off. And I'm glad that he's taking some time for himself. And the truth be told, come on, y'all, one day of practice? I mean, come on. They practice so much, man. It ain't really going to kill us. He going to be right back in the building tomorrow, busting his behind, giving his all. Don't make too much of this. I actually appreciate him taking time for his mental, and it's for a good cause. It's for charity. Let's not blow this out of proportion. Make this bigger than it need to be. At the end of the day, we need to get that man his money and put him in a better state. It's our fault. It's Chris Greer's fault. I can't even believe he gonna put Tua through this situation. It ain't even cool, man. This man done gave everything for us. And now, and you know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like they're trying to set this up this way so that they could try to paint him out to be a bad guy and make him look bad. When reality is, man, the man going through a lot, man. Give him his $60 million and let's call it a day. So he could get back to being focused. Okay? So whatever little reports out there, them little TD fans guys and stuff like that, they're just haters. Y'all got to start ignoring those people. They are not good for the community. All they do is talk about the negative on the team. There ain't no positive they can find out of this stuff. Stop listening to those guys. It's bad for your health. It's bad for your health. Stop listening to those guys. Okay? Listen to me. I will always give you hope. I will always show you the good in our team. Now, I know we haven't won and the results aren't on the field the way that we like them to be, but do we not have legitimate reasons, not excuses, but reasons why? I mean, we would have won a Super Bowl last year if we didn't get hurt, if our defensive ends weren't hurt and stuff. Come on, man. Tua was in Super Bowl mode. They want to say he collapsed late in the season, but truth be told, Mike McDaniel just called some bad plays. The defense was just trash, and Tyreek missed some critical catches that would have made Tua look like an MVP. They need to do better, and Chris Greer need to put more around Tua that can support an elite quarterback. I've never seen an elite quarterback like this not have the support they need. This is ridiculous. And then we still playing with his money? Come on, man. I'd be playing golf too. And the crazy thing is he's going to be back in the building tomorrow, giving it 1,000%. So screw all the haters, man. I'm sick of them. Y'all subscribe to this channel now if you want some real content. Subscribe, please. Thank you so much. Subscriber count just went up 3,000. How did I do? How did I do? Y'all give me a scale of 1 to 10. Did I do it? Did I sell you? Did I sell you on it? Did I sell you on how to say that? It was scale of 1 to 10. Hey, rate your boy, man. Y'all let me know, man. Rate your boy. You know, I ain't did it for nothing. Y'all got to give him a rating. Give him a rating now. Give him a rating. I need my rating in the chat. Give me my ratings in the chat, man. Give me my ratings in the chat. I don't want to listen, man. Oh, man. Spoken like a true fanatic. Nah, -10. What you mean, man? Come on now. Come on. Listen, man. Some people clicked on the stream. Some people clicked on the stream right when I started, and they were like, oh, okay, yeah. See, he done came to his senses now. Okay, I might start listening to him again. Some people still lost. They came in right when I started that, and they don't even know. Some people watching right now came in right when I started it. They have no clue. Oh, man. CB83 impersonation with perfection. No. Oh, man. You forgot to throw jabs at Fangio, so it wasn't a perfect 10. Hey, listen, man, I could have went on for hours. Man. But y'all got to stop listening to them guys like them TD fans, man. All about clicks, man, and all. TD almost made me a believer, almost. Hey, but it is what it is, man. But let me hit these super chats real quick. Some people said, listen, man, like Ryan said, yeah, because missing one OTA practice is career changing. Give me a break, man. Y'all just find any way to hate this man. It's sickening. Hey, vomit if it's sickening, okay? At the end of the day, do we have a finished product in Tua? How much work do you want your guy to put in? It's okay to miss a day of OTAs. Don't forget voluntary on top of that. And this is what I'm talking about, man. Like, Ryan, you're entitled to your opinion, and I actually respect your opinion. But this is why I feel like our culture is soft. This is why I feel like our players really aren't 1,000% bought in. Because even the mentality of missing one day of OTA practices and career changing, even that mentality alone is not a guy who's 1,000% in. And you're okay with guys not being 1,000% in as long as they're in enough. That's what you're okay with. All of this matters, bro. It all matters. Like, put every second of work you could possibly get it put in. Like, if you're putting all your work in and you have no more time and you're see, this is the thing. When you fail and you come up short and you look back and you didn't maximize every opportunity, that's an issue. If he out here winning Super Bowls, if he Mahomes in this thing, you can, you can miss training camp for as I care. I ain't got nothing to say because whatever you doing, the formula is working. And I'm exaggerating that, but you get my point. If you out here and the results are there, I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. Because you obviously got the formula. The results are there. But I got a guy who keep collapsing in the last 5-6 games of every season. And y'all ignore that. Tua wasn't the only reason. He wasn't. But he was a reason. Y'all love going back to that. Tua wasn't the only reason. But he was a part of the reason. You have to eliminate yourself from being part of the reason. And this is what a lot of y'all don't like to hear. If Tua eliminated himself from being part of the reason, the outcome itself would be different, even with the other issues. That's what you call a quarterback with a little bit of carry power, carrying the inefficiencies around him. Tua makes some of the plays that's available out there to be made in those moments. And you know, the sad thing is, in those last 5-6 games, all he had to do is make one more play, one more moment. Maybe against Tennessee, make one more moment. And we won a division. We got a home playoff game. We had a better chance of beating whatever opponent it might have been. And we look at Tua different. But it comes down to that one more play. But we'll ignore that one more practice. You see how that works? We'll ignore that one more practice when all we need is that one more play. In striking distance against Buffalo, you seal the game with an interception, that one more play, versus the Chiefs. However you want to look at the snap, quarterback still got to catch that. You say wide receivers got to catch it if it's a little off. One more play. But nah, that don't matter. It don't matter. Can't have your cake and eat it too. See, y'all trying to get your cake, but the end result at the end of the season, he ain't even allowing you to eat it. So don't get mad at me. I'm pointing out what's actually factual out here. This is what's going on. Our guy keep on coming up short, and sometimes it's as simple as one more play, but we'll ignore one more practice. Stop. Anthony with the donation said it's the fan base in essence not holding this team accountable for the BS. It's the fan base in essence not holding this team accountable for the BS. Yeah, I mean, it's clear. As long as we're okay with it, it's all right for them to continue to have this type of behavior. It ain't a big deal. We're not going to kill you about it. And that's why these type of things happen. Let me ask y'all a question. Have you heard Mike McDaniel, when the season ended the last 2 years, say Tua needs to be better? Yes or no in the chat. Something as simple as we got to get better play at the quarterback position. He needs to get better. Have you heard him say that? Have you? There ain't nothing insulting about that. It's just accountability where it belongs. You can tell Tyreek he need to get better. You can cuss him out and ask him why we pay you all this money. But you ain't never heard our head coach say, our quarterback need to be better. He got to play better in the big moments. You can finish it off with, I have the full confidence he will, and he'll continue to get better. But say it. You know why he not saying it? Because it's okay for him to miss the golf in practice. Because he creates a culture of, it's okay. Y'all, let's protect our quarterback. We don't need to give him unnecessary stress and anxiety and give the media something to talk about. Let me know when Mike McDaniel actually calls out everybody the right way, fairly. And you know what's crazy about it? I was thinking about that too with the Tom Brady roast. And I was watching, I forgot her name, Nikki or something, a female comedian. She was on the Pat McAfee show. And Pat McAfee said it, the thing that elevated the team around Tom too is that the whole team was willing to be coach hard because Tom Brady got chewed out more than anybody. And nobody could say anything or rebuttal anything because our leader, our guy giving 100,000% is taking it. He's getting chewed out. Belichick giving him the business. And he's taking it. And I've seen Belichick go on the podium. We got to be better. Our quarterback has to be better. Our run game has to be better. All of those things. This is why they try the controversy between them. Belichick shading Brady. It ain't shade. It's accountability. But we wouldn't dare. It's McAfee. Hello, my bad. McAfee. How about that? So I'm sorry, man. The only reference, because I'm not a professional football player, never have been, never even got to that level. I didn't play collegiate football. I played high school ball. I didn't play collegiate ball. I fractured my wrist and made a shift. And I don't know what it's like to win on the highest of highest levels. And my haters don't jump in the comment section right now. Okay, then shut up. He don't either. Our quarterback don't either. And I ain't talking about no college championship. I'm talking about NFL. This is the level he on now. He don't either, just as much as me. But what I do know is I'm going to reference those who have done it. I'm going to study their behaviors and the things they did, the mentality they had to do it. That's what I'm going to use as my baseline of my belief of what it takes. So when people want to criticize, you don't know nothing. How do you know? I don't, but I'm going to reference those who actually do and have done it at the highest level. And I'm sorry, every single one of them, when it's go time, everything is cut off. They even cut their cell phones off. Family and everything. It's go time. Now, in today's society, that's unrealistic to be asking of these guys to do. Well, that's why a lot of these guys don't get these results either. I don't know. JD the Great, this is why we listen to you, TD. Stay real, and I can't wait for the round table fins up. Salute to you, brother. Love you, man. Anthony Manzano said, if he's such a superstar like his fan base makes him out to be, you should put the pressure on the kid and be okay with it. If he's such a superstar, like, oh, you're repeating it. Yeah, but they're not gonna put that kind of pressure on Tua. We already know what pressure did to him before. We already know what that kind of pressure did to him before. Okay. It is what it is. Tua needs 300 to 500 million for 5 years. I need that too. I wouldn't be surprised if he don't get it. He might get it. Just like last year, everyone was saying that the game versus the Eagles wasn't important, that the KC game was. Yeah, I mean, let me say this. I'm glad you brought that up because they're not going to like when I say this. Every week last year, there were multiple people in the comment section telling me, bro, chill, let it play out. You panicking. It's not that serious. You'll see how it turns out every week. And last year, I got fed up with it, and I told y'all tell me that every year. When is it going to change? When is it going to change, y'all? When is it going to change? When is it going to change? We just want to win. That's it. We just want to win. And we want the best chance to win. Game Boy said, when you change. How long you been watching this channel, Game Boy? If you go back 5 years ago, 6 years ago, maybe now, coming up on it. If you go to my first year, my second year, my third year doing this channel, you would ask yourself, who is this guy? So this notion of when I change is when it'll change. I lived over 20 years with the positive, optimistic, the sky is never falling, giving you every reason why this is the year and why it's going to be great and it's going to be successful. I done put my time in, bro. I done put my time in. No, you see, nobody can question the time I put in. Everybody asking these days, are you even a Dolphin fan? Bro, I done put my time in. Truth be told, some people I question, like, you either a new Dolphin fan or are you a Dolphin fan? I done put my time in. I done lived this. I done lived the optimism. I go back to the mid-90s as a boy watching Marino sling the rock. Didn't even really compute what I was watching, but I go back to on the living room floor. My mom and daddy up on the couch, and I'm right up under them watching the game. Don't even understand the ins and outs of the game, but I'm seeing Marino sling the rock. Don't know the details. I just know what a first down and a touchdown is. And as I got older, I start understanding the game, and I done put my time in of loving on this team unconditionally. No matter what you do. I don't believe we gonna win a Super Bowl with Pat White. Ain't no get more crazy than that. And if you ain't feel that in your soul, what I just said, then you ain't no Dolphin fan. I believe we could win a Super Bowl with Pat White. It don't get more Dolphin fanish than that. I thought the Wildcat was going to take us all the way to the Super Bowl. And then I remember when we went from blind hope to low-key drama everywhere. While I still support it, but I like it took me 10 years after all the drama to realize this franchise been dealing with drama for a long time. It's just been low-key. And the problem is in that front office. What do I mean by that? We went from Zach Thomas and Jason Taylor. That's about all we had on the team when Marino was gone. Those two guys wasting their time. Thank you, they Hall of Famers. But especially Zach Thomas, I'm so glad he a Hall of Famer because he was the one I was scared wouldn't make it because they wasted his time not putting a real team together. Like he should have been a first ballot. He had to wait only because of the lack of team success. And then the drama started. And what do I mean by drama? Like, y'all don't realize we had to scrap the whole NFL norm and create a Wildcat offense. Like, we running a Wildcat 25 times a game. Like, do y'all realize how unorthodox that is? And we accepted it and we said, we run the Wildcat offense. It's official. Like, screw the quarterback. Oh my gosh, but you really think back of that. How low did you have to get to say, screw a quarterback, we just go Wildcat this thing? Then we go through an era where it's like, we can't find no good corners, man. And we just year after year getting toasted. So we give all of our resources to go get Sean Smith and Vontae Davis. Rest in peace. And then a few years pass, we shift from them because we can't stop the run and come in Dominican Sue. Like always this one thing at a time. Through the whole time, we could never find a receiver. In come Brandon Marshall, which I loved. Then now we back to not being able to stop the receivers and we need corners. Now we're talking, what's his name? Brent Grimes and the drama with his family and they being vocal and we never could get an O-line. Insert the unicorn O-line. Then they hazing Deion Jordan because of his supposed sexual orientation. More drama. Suspensions. Drama. Then we get our old line back, but then they start getting hurt. Then we get our old line back, and now the quarterback we're hoping to take us is starting to get hurt. Then we get our quarterback, insert Gase and Matt Burke. Oh, like, I done been through it all. Don't question me about being a Dolphin fan. I was positive through all of that. Nobody was out excusing this team to me. Giving every excuse known to man to everybody. Ain't a soul, and maybe I got some rivals, but in my eyes, ain't a soul out here was making more excuses of why next year is the year than me. Ain't a soul out here. So when you done seen the team go through every scenario, just every scenario, and they give you your last hope, scrap it all, rebuild it through the draft, blah, blah, blah. We done did everything except that. So maybe this is the last one. Let's do it. And we start building. And the moment we went right back into the old behavior, all that went out the window. No, man, I done been through this. I done seen this story before. We know how it ends. Just like I believe how this one go end. Give Tua his money. 3 years from now, We're gonna be debating. Maybe we need to move on. I done seen this story. If I don't know he ain't the guy, yeah, he ain't the guy. But we've been cursed to the point where he's the exact guy that ain't the guy because he's good, but he ain't good enough. But he is good. Gosh, why you had to do this to me, football? Why you had to do this to me? And y'all get mad at me for wanting him to succeed by maximizing every opportunity, be at practice, give it your all, screw that golf crap. Be the best version of yourself. And if you think that one little missed practice ain't gonna help him be better, then that's the problem. You ain't been through it. Or you ain't care enough to be through it. You just a general fan. Nothing's wrong with that. But I'm sorry, I ain't no general fan. I actually need this Super Bowl. I need this Super Bowl. I done put too much time, money, all that into this. I got to see this done. I gotta get that feeling. I got to get that Lombardi feeling. In my lifetime, I wasn't alive in 73. All I've done since day one was hope that I was wrong. All I've ever done was hope that I'm wrong about all this and we win one with them. But if you ain't paying attention like I'm paying attention, the trajectory and the last few years ain't giving me a lot of positive hope. So I'm sorry, man. I'm not trying to hate on this kid. I ain't trying to do all that, man. I'm just trying to win. And believe it or not, y'all could think I'm a hater all you want. I would love to win with Tua. I would love, like, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of been telling myself, man, I'm gonna have a little bit different of an optimism this year. I mean, gosh, you even got me out here saying just pay the man to get it over with. I mean, you even got me saying that. But when I see stuff like this, I'm sorry, man. I gotta speak up. I don't like this. I don't like it. It ain't conducive with what our overall goal. No, no, no. And I don't care nothing about no other quarterbacks, people. Next week, Mahomes could be at a golf charity. He could be there today. That man. I don't care about other quarterbacks, man. I want mine to be the best version of himself. If he wouldn't poop in the bed in December and January every year, I might not care. I just might not care. Beyond the details, CD, how you and the fam? Much love, brother. We great, man. Blessed. God is good. You know, Tua can do no wrong. Tell me a QB on his grind missing OTAs. 2-2 play golf. Come on. I tell you one, Jalen Hurts. If I'm an Eagles fan, I got a problem with that too. I'm gonna sit here and act like he lit the league up last year. Many could argue he regressing right now. It's time he got to get back on his game. I'd be mad if I was the Eagles fan. If they got practice today, I don't know their situation. TD, have you seen the last 5 games of the season? Another potential collapse is imminent. The last 6 this year. Yeah, a potential is there, but man, I'm gonna let it play out. I'm gonna let it play out. I'm gonna tell you now, my record prediction and all that don't look good. So I'm at a point now, I don't even care. Let's just let it play out and hopefully they shock the heck out of me. See, here's the next step for the Dolphins, but it still does us no good. The next step for the Dolphins is winning meaningful games during the regular season. But what would hurt my soul is, see, we won some big games this year in the regular season and get bounced in the first round anyway. That's improvement, but you see, this is what we're like. We're taking these snail steps when we done spent the money and draft capital we done wasted. Ain't no snail steps. Salute the infinity. Appreciate you. So yeah, you can look at this in a million different ways. We could take this on the chin and say it ain't that big of a deal. But these are the same people that if he collapses in December, it happens. Or those same people, I'm not going to lie, I admit he needs to be better. How are you supposed to get better? Let me ask you a question. How does a player get better? Common sense question. This ain't a trick question. How does anyone get better at what they do? We know the answer. Practice. Is there a correlation between more practice getting better and less practice not getting better? Yes. It's just basic elementary principle. The more you practice, the better you are. So when we start saying one day, first of all, he ain't been there for quite some time now. He's been in and out. Now, mind you, they say he's been working with his a coach, a quarterback coach, so that's good. But that's not act like this the first time we done saw Tua in pictures with golf stuff. This ain't the first day he done potentially missed of putting in work with teammates and stuff. We know that. You got some quarterbacks around the league working with their wide receivers all last week and the week before. Ours working with a QB coach, and our receivers are off working with other people putting work in. That's their business, but you would like for that situation to be bridged. Just a preference, right? Doesn't mean it has to go that way, but it is a preference. Tua losing 10 to 15 pounds won't help him. I'm actually terrified about the weight loss situation. I think it will help him with his agility. I just don't want the man to increase his risk of injury. That's all. So we're in a tough situation with that. Like, he does need to get lighter, but man, he also need to have a body that can protect him. So it's a catch-22 to me. So I'll just leave it alone and let it fall where it may. So I'm not looking at it as a good or bad, because let's be honest, even with a slimmer Tua, we sitting here with a slimmer Tua talk about, man, we could get back to seeing the Arizona Tua. There ain't no Arizona Tua. That's a 1 out of every 10 game guy. What you saw in Arizona was a once out of every 8 to 10 game situation. He don't get out and run anyway. Everybody keep referencing back to, if we could get him back to his Arizona type style. That was one game. Do you know almost every quarterback in the league have a game where they're like, oh, they rushed for 40 yards today. What happened? You know? That game was not an indication of what he could be. That was just the normal anomalies of a quarterback that doesn't run much. I said, what's an Arizona Tua? It's the game where we play Arizona where he had like 4 runs in that game, and he was dodging people and trying to pick up yards and making some runs. Probably equated to like 30-something yards or something, but everybody remembers that because you're going to remember something that's rare. But they're thinking that him losing weight will turn him into that type of guy on the regular. It wasn't the regular back then. It was like a 1 out of every 8 games he did. So, and then they say, we need the Jets Tua. The man put the truck stick on one player in his whole career, and that's what you need, that guy. And that's the problem I have with this whole situation is we go to the one situation out of a million every time and say, He showed he has the potential. Man, Zach Wilson done showed games where he actually threw the ball well and carved people up. Zach Wilson done had Lamar Jackson type leg games. And not saying Tua is that. Let's get that straight. But all I'm saying is we got to stop looking at these 1 and 2 offs as that's what we're trying to strive to. It's not in him, ladies and gentlemen. He ain't going to be that guy. And if he does, you're going to talk about a guy holding the ball longer, and that's what got him in trouble in the first place with his hip. I don't want him getting hurt. We don't have no backups. Lamar ain't available no more. Deshaun ain't available. Brady ain't available. It's Tua. He's our last saving grace. I don't want him to get hurt. He all we got. So I'm a little skeptical about all that. A little bit skeptical about it. But time will tell. Knock on wood. I want the best chance we got to win. And Tua right now is the best chance we got to win. Ain't no other option out there. So he our guy. But I also want him participating in everything possible to make this team better and those around him, because I think it goes a long way when the team sees he's not there today from an excused absence. It ain't even an excused absence that everybody keep messaging me. It's an excused absence. There ain't no excused absence on something that's voluntary. He don't have to be there. But these are the moments where you like him to be there. Like, I understand it's a charity event. Come on, he's supporting a good cause. I'm sorry, the season has started. It's time to get down to business. Let me cut you a check. Just my thought process. Don't make me right, and I ain't the end all be. But please start paying attention to these moments if our guy collapses late in the season. And I know that's not in a lot of y'all. Dang, shout out to Jordan Harris with the love. He said, why do you have to bring up Zach? I'm just saying, was it not a good analogy? Man, listen, man, I need to talk about Zach Wilson more often. Man, go trade for Zach Wilson in Denver. No, I don't want that man in this building. Not at all. Salute to you, homie. Thanks for the support, bro. But yeah, man, oh, I missed one. The Infinity said, how likely is it that the fans move on from Tua? There ain't no likelihood. Tua's going to be the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins at a minimum for the next 3 years. For the next 3 years. He's going to get he's going to get 3 years of guarantees. And then when you add the 5th year option, that's 4 years of guaranteed money worth. But at a minimum, he'll be here 3 years because they'll be able to eat the last year and spread it out for dead cap if things go wrong. But at a minimum, Tua has 3 more years in Miami at a minimum. That deal's getting done. So 24, 25, 26 season, Tua Tagovailoa. Now, I know it ain't in stone yet because the deal ain't done, but it's getting done. It's getting done. So there you have it. Again, y'all hit that like button. Shout out to everybody on YouTube watching right now. 335 people. We got 272 people on Twitter watching right now. And our 1 viewer on Twitch. Salute to you. Thanks for tuning in. I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. Give me a quick workout before the huddle show. Don't forget, we got the huddle show today, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. on BetUS TV. I'm sure we'll be talking about this too, getting the other guys' opinion, what their thoughts are. So y'all come to the huddle show, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Me, Dan, and Richie, Monday through Friday. Okay. Jordan Harris again with the big donation said, wait, is he said again? Hold on, let me see. Oh, here it is. Shout out to King Lowski. Go Jets. Oh, Lowski. Ain't no shout out to no King Lowski. He just be talking. That's all he be doing is talking. He get on the show every Wednesday night on the round table and just be talking. Don't be talking about nothing. Talk to me, Lowski, when y'all stop getting swept by the Miami Dolphins. Okay? Sorry, bro. But as long as y'all getting swept by the Dolphins, y'all ain't got nothing to say to us, man. That's what I don't be understanding with the Jets fans. Y'all ain't got nothing to say to us as long as you getting swept. Don't talk trash to Dolphin fans until you stop getting swept by us. And I got a splitting this year, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't sweep y'all again. I would not be surprised. You're gonna lose in Miami. But lucky y'all, that December game, the last one of the season, cold weather, if y'all healthy, it's going to be tough. But we might just sweep y'all then. Time will tell. But let me say it one more time, because I see you in the chat, Lowski. I see you in the chat. The homie vouching for you. But let me say this one more time. Stop talking trash to the Dolphin fans until you beat us. I don't even remember the last time you beat us. So stop. You have no right. So shout out to King Lowski. Go Jets. But I'm sorry. Y'all are inferior to the Dolphins until you get over that hump. And truth be told, just like we're inferior to the Bills, and I hate it. But y'all shouldn't be talking. You better hope we don't run the score up on you this year. That's what you better hope. You better hope it's competitive where you're like, it's a respectable loss. You better hope that. That's the truth. Don't worry. I'll see you on Wednesday night. Jordan, you stop through too. I'll see y'all Wednesday night because I know he's going to come in there. AFCs, now that the pleasantries are out the way. Man, you got swept. Stop talking. You got swept, bro. I digress. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hands up no matter what. Dolphins own the Jets. And they need to come to that realization. Okay. You're gonna get swept this year. You said that last year, Lowski. You said on Black Friday we was gonna lose. Oh, don't ever say that because we had that man child. You told me we were gonna lose with that man child. Why can't you just come on an AFC East roundtable show and say, I was wrong, Dolphins are superior, we're the weaker team, and hopefully this year we change that? Why you can't just say that? But you be yelling and talking trash like y'all done something. You ain't did nothing. You ain't did absolutely nothing versus the Dolphins. Y'all ain't got no right to be opening y'all mouth. None. Especially you. I should have brought my broom. There you go. See, he feeling himself. All the boy Lowski in that blind loyalty phase. That's what it is. JTS, Jets, baby. Yeah, you in that blind loyalty phase. Jordan, don't be getting behind him. He gonna bring you down there that misery road. He know it ain't nothing but a misery road at the end of the tunnel. He know it. Man, let me get out of here, man. You're going to make me late for my little appointment I got right now. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Fins up no matter what. I'll see you Wednesday, Lowski. I handle you Wednesday. Love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you're on Twitter watching, come over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all soon. Peace. I'm out.